Let's bring in our first guest. He joins us via Zoom. This is Dale Smothers, President and CEO of RDS Wealth. Dale, thank you for being here. We're juggling a lot on the broadcast today. First and foremost, let me get your take on this market rally in response to the ceasefire announced by the president last night.
What a day, JD. What a day. There's no other way to say it except that this is what could be a very historic rally. And I think that we will see a little bit of a volatile time here over the next 2 weeks. But this shows that with a path to peace, the market wants to be optimistic. And I believe that you're going to have new money flooding into what would have one day, just 6 months ago, maybe been growth, now is value at the PE ratios we're seeing. I think there's a lot of tailwinds still to come. And what's unique about this, JD, is we're 1 year off of the lows of the tariff scare. Today is our 1 year mark of what was the lows of the S&P 500. So almost a year to date, we see this historic rally again. I think it's a wonderful thing for the overall market and investors alike.
Whether you call it the taco trade, i.e. Trump always chickens out, as many people say, or whether you call it the Trump put, Dale, were you surprised that not quite at the 11th hour, but approaching that self-imposed deadline, we had a release of tensions and a swage of concerns out of the White House and parties at play?
Well, it's no doubt that the Trump put is real. There's no politician in the world that moves the markets like Donald Trump, especially with the tweet or a Truth Social. And, you know, I think cooler heads prevailed here. Unfortunately, Donald Trump put himself in a corner with the threats that he made. But I don't think that the complete destruction of Iran from its civilization, from the standpoint of what he tweeted out, would have been a good thing for the world. Iran's caving in was inevitable. There was no doubt about it. And I still don't think that's quite written in stone just yet, but there will be a open Strait of Hormuz. And I think that what has taken place over the last 3 to 4 weeks has certainly put American dominance at the forefront with our independence of oil and a continued market rally that we see just simply from this pathway to peace. So was I surprised, JD? I don't think I was necessarily surprised, but whether it was bombing or it was a deal that was reached, I think that once clarity came, the market was going to like this.
Dale, I got about a minute left with you. Let me get your take on some tech names that you like. The Mag 7, 6 of the 7 ending in positive territory. Tesla down about 1%. Microsoft holding on to those fractional gains. What are you seeing across the tech landscape right now, Dale?
Yeah, I think you've got good opportunities for our clients. We're buying Apple, Amazon. We really like Google and NVIDIA. These are the, if you want to call them, the tow booths on the highway of AI. And as traffic picks up, JD, these names are going to benefit. They're going to prosper, and they're going to continue to be benefactors of this continued AI demand. Earnings coming out, I think you're going to see forward guidance be strong. And one of the earnings that we're watching today in this tech trade, the data center play, is Applied Digital. We got to keep our eye on names like that as they come up to see if this AI demand continues into the coming quarter.
Yeah, and shares of Applied Digital having themselves a very strong tape, up more than 10% ahead of their earnings. We'll learn a lot more on that conference call coming up in just a bit. Dale Smothers, President and CEO of RDS Wealth, thank you for being here. And now I'm going to kick things back out to the great city of San Francisco.